What's going on, Throwing Arm? We have the Message Monday for December 10th, 2012. Got a lot of topics to touch on, but we're going to start off first with an update with Box NYC Box Lacrosse. It has been an amazing time. Last week on Saturday, we actually played the Brooklyn Dodgers, which is actually Chris's team, and we squeaked out the win 13-12. Actually, all three of our games have been one-goal games. It was a lot of fun. I was playing left D and picked off the pass, and then kind of dangled it down. I just posted a photo of it up on Facebook, a really awesome photo, and we had a different photographer this week, so thank you whoever took that awesome photo, and I was able to see it up on Lax All-Stars because of Connor Wilson, so thank you guys as well. It's always a lot of fun getting those photos. Dangled it down and then fed it off, and we had one amazing attackman or foreman in Box, and he just destroyed it, put it right in the back of the net, and put us up. We had like 10 seconds left, so we just had to kill it. And we did, and it was a really good win. So now we're tied for first place with 2-1 with one other team, and it's just been a lot of fun. A few things I want to talk about. Some of you guys saw from that photo my new box setup. This is kind of my temporary box setup until I can get the Stealth, the Easton Stealth, all strung up. Got a really cool die planned for it. It's already kind of masked off a bit, but we got so many orders right now, so this is kind of going to go in the back burner. We actually have, I think, 80 stringing orders. We got about 40 heads in right now, and we're going to try and get as many of them done as we can for Christmas. So the videos for the next week or so are going to be a little scarce. We're going to try and really group things together because that's more important right now. I love doing the videos and getting out there, but having, you know, my product under the Christmas tree for people to get means a lot, and I know how it means to you guys because I used to get lacrosse. I mean, I still get lacrosse stuff for Christmas, but like, you know, being that age and getting a really awesome stick means a lot, and you know, it really gets you excited for the season to start, or the field season to start. So we're really working hard to try and get as many as we can done. So not all of them are going to be in videos. We're just going to try and get them out as soon as we can and as many as we can. So if you hear, like, see a shadow back there or hear a bunch of scissors and stuff, it's us just working really hard to get out all the orders to you guys. So that's the other thing. I also had to take the rush order down off the website because we can't guarantee heads anymore before Christmas, and I didn't want to I didn't want a bunch of people to place orders with rush orders and really screw over people that ordered a week ahead of time for the Christmas date. So once Christmas clears and all the orders are done, and at the beginning of the start of the season, we'll bring rush orders back. I just don't want to make promises that I can't keep to you guys. So quickly on my box stick, I am in love with this thing. I think I've said that about 3 times in my entire life. Love a stick, and this is one of them. I continuously just see myself picking it up, playing with it, and I just absolutely love it. So it is a Warrior Evo X6, a really good box head, and I love the head design. I actually used it for field for a bit. It's a little bit hard getting used to the X6, but once you do, the feeling is just unbelievable. Really nice, and I got this gray to black fade. I actually used this head for the Type A pocket release of that, and I just kind of altered it to be my kind of backup. That's why it's just got the white in it and no crazy mesh, but I like the look of it. 15 mil white throne mesh in it. We got black and yellow for the top, yellow on the sides, gray in the throat, and then we got a heavy top nylon and white, 3 white shooters, and some black shooter locks. Really nice throne colorway, and it also matches my team for this season, so I just think it's perfect. Really nice, and I got that in an OG Crypto, but I actually taped the entire shaft. I've seen a few box players do it, and I really think it's cool looking, and I was able to pick up someone's stick that had the full tape on it during summer ball, and I really liked the feel of it. It gave it a different feel, so I figured I'd try it out. And then the other main reason is Chris actually tapes his sticks pretty far up, and he does this for the winter because the metal will make your hands really cold when we're outside throwing around, and we're playing box outside. So I just decided to tape the whole thing and see what I thought of it, and I absolutely love it. If you guys got a cheap shaft laying around, try it out. It takes a little bit of time, but it's got a nice feel to it, and I like how it looks worn in. It's got a kind of a really cool texture look to it, and I like the look of it, especially on the all dyed head. I think it looks pretty sweet. So. But I got it on that. And then as for the pocket, I'm working on some box pockets for you guys to add to thronerstring.com. I see the box kind of game and market just getting bigger and bigger, and it has some really unique properties to it that I really like. And it's only going to make you a better field player or only make you a better box player playing either or, but the stringing concepts are really going to help both sides of the game. So I've been really researching and looking into it as much as I can, and I'm really happy with this pocket. So as you can see, it's more of a baggier mid than normally I make. You kind of want a baggier pocket and box, because that's where you're going to get your hold from, because you really want a quick kind of low whip release, because you're really just kind of like dishing the ball like 10 or 15 feet at a time. You're not really, you know, winding up taking a 30-footer or anything like that. So it's kind of a different skill set, and therefore the stick needs to be a little bit different. And also there's nothing illegal about the pinch of the head or the depth of the pocket. So it's a little bit illegal in terms of field terminology, but that's just going to give you a little bit more hold. And then it's got a nice boxy channel to it, which I really like the feeling of. It's not as tight as I normally play with, but it's got a nice hold to it. It's actually got an incredible hold to it because it's a deeper pocket and a more pinched head, so it really grips on that bottom U. It's actually a straight, but it actually U's because the way the pocket is channeled in the X6 head. So just wanted to walk you through that. Looks really sick. Love the colorway of it, and it performs amazingly. So the other really cool stick I got was my buddy Brant just showed up with this beast. He went home to Connecticut for the weekend, and his parents knew that I was really into lacrosse and saw this at a garage sale for super cheap, or a flea market or something. I don't know who has garage sales in December, but so they picked it up, and he brought it all the way back, which I think is really funny. So it's an STX high wall, I believe, with this traditional here kind of bagged out. It's just cool. I think we're going to do something special with it when I have the time. And it's on like the heaviest shaft in human history, STX Alloy 6000. I can't believe they can call this thing an alloy. It's so heavy. But it's weird, and it's crazy having a deep hole in here. But so we got that, which is pretty cool. Definitely exciting. A little bit more about box. Had a really funny encounter, 2 of them. That was really awesome. Well, first off is I was talking about box in the TLN chat that we're playing in New York, and one of the viewers saw it and got in contact with the ULAX League, and is actually playing now, and is actually on my team. His name's Caesar. Super nice guy, and turned out to be one hell of a lacrosse player. It was just a really cool, special experience. We're seeing something that I said on YouTube or Google Hangout, whatever we're doing, really affected some kid getting out and playing, and it was just really special, because that's my favorite thing. It's playing, and that's what this is really all about. And it was just really cool. It was a really cool experience, and now seeing him every week and playing with him and seeing his skill set grow and him smile after we win everything is just really special, and he's a really nice guy. So that was awesome. And then the other funny thing is we're sitting on the bench, you know, we're leaning on the boards, and I'm looking over, and I think the guy sees me looking at his stick, and I go, what kind of mesh is that? And he just goes, "Your mesh." And I never knew the guy anymore. It was definitely a funny experience seeing my product in another stick strung by someone else, and it not being someone I know or like picked it up from me or talked to me about it before, just some guy. And that was really cool. It kind of made it even more real, the connection between us, and it was a very special experience, and it's something that I only look forward to as Throne grows. It was definitely a really cool time. So, but the other big thing is I just posted a photo of me playing box, as I said, and you guys, all you Canadians are ragging on me for using my field helmet, and I feel the pain. You know, I don't have that complete look yet, so I'm looking for some box pads, looking for a helmet, looking at the Messier helmet that Cascade put out. Also looking for some recommendations on shoulder pads and elbow pads, and what you guys recommend. I know there's not a huge selection, but I kind of just want your guys' opinion on what's the best. I was thinking about modding some old hockey pads and putting on, because I just have like a liner, and I was thinking about putting on like the Gate interceptors or whatever they're called, just like the hard plastic. But I kind of wanted your guys' opinion. I saw someone do that online, and it looked pretty awesome. It's kind of like Frankenstein pads. I always use those for hockey, for cutting them down, and I thought that would be cool. But for all you Canadians and box players, please, you know, you can tweet me, you can email me, or you can put in the comments below. Give me your guys' recommendations for helmet, what cage I should get, and overall shoulders and elbows, because I'm looking to get some nice pairs. Because I was surprised. I see some of the best players in box, you know, wearing the full ribs and everything. So it's not like field, where the less equipment you have, the more flow you have, some people think. Because I saw some of the best players out there just like armored head to toe. So definitely any help would be very much appreciated. So TSO Army just hit 1,000 subscribers. I just want to thank you guys for supporting that channel and continuing to look at those videos and subscribe and also like them and share them. It's really been an awesome experience to be able to share with you guys some of my favorite videos of players stringing up my products, and it's just a really great experience. And I also always include the person's name in the description if you guys want to go and check out some of their other videos and subscribe to their channel. I know that they'd be very appreciative of that. I know the videos haven't been as frequent as they were the past 2 weeks. Yet again, we're trying to get as many orders out as we can, and but I promise to continue to support that channel and get some more video guys up from this weekend. We got some good ones that I have planned. It's been really awesome. I really am grateful for you guys supporting that channel. The other thing I got some cool heads to share with you. This is, of course, a Volt Lakota factory, and here is a Volt Lakota dyed by me, and I just kind of want to show you guys how awesome they are, and the slight difference between the two. This one is a little bit more shiny, and this one's a little bit more matte, and it's just because of the dye. I actually really like the matte version of it. It's also like that Cobra X I did, and I dyed it black, and it was super matte. It's just a really cool look to it. But I just thought it was really cool the how close I got. And the other thing is that this one has got a gold swoosh, and this one's got a black one. I think the Volt on the gold just looks unreal, and it's kind of one of a kind. Everyone's got the black swoosh. It's kind of cool to have the gold one. So the other awesome thing we got going on right now is, of course, the LE Tracer Mesh Statue of Liberty themed Evo X. I'm just really proud of this head, and I'm so grateful you guys love it as much as I do. I got just an amazing response from that video, and the outpour of just support has just been amazing. Chris and I actually got invited to go to a police precinct on southern Long Island, to where near Rockaway, where it was hit very badly, and go down there and just talk with them and throw around a bit, and just they wanted to show respect for what we were doing here to support, or for us doing the fundraiser to support money. So that's really awesome. Really excited to do that. And if you guys are still interested in putting a bid on this head, it will be up on eBay until Wednesday night. I believe it's already over $200, so thank you guys for bidding, and I'm so glad you guys love my work that much. And as stated before, all the proceeds are going to be donated directly to the Red Cross, so I'm very excited and proud for that. And I will put a link in the eBay auction, or a link in the description to this eBay auction for this head. It's a very special head, and if you guys haven't seen the video yet, I will put a link in the description as well, and also make it the random video at the end to this, because if you haven't seen it, you need to check it out. It's definitely an awesome head. So shipping heads questions. So now it's time to get to my favorite part of Message Monday, which is your guys' questions. And yet again, if you don't know how to do this, all you need to do is tweet me at @ThroneOfString with the hashtag Message Monday. We have some really awesome questions. We actually have more than I think I could get to. This video would be over 30 minutes if I did that. I'm going to try and keep these short, or they take forever to upload. So I'm going to save some for next week, and I kind of just picked the earliest ones I got in here. And I also wanted to thank Lacrosse Tweets. He kind of retweeted my outcry for some questions yesterday, and I got some good ones from new people, and definitely awesome to see the community growing. So the first one is from Joshua Hinchman, and if I screw up any of your names, I'm a lacrosse stringer. I'm not a newscaster, so I'm very sorry. He says, what is the biggest goal for Throne of String? And I had to think about this a little bit, because I kind of only think 1 to 2 weeks ahead, because I'm constantly coming up with new things for you guys, and then I try to execute them, get them done, and get them out to you guys, and still find a way to produce everything else we're doing and just add something to the cog. But this one was special. It gave me 5 minutes to really think about what I want for Throne, and I thought that was really cool. And when I first hired Chris and we were talking about stuff, I talked about kind of what my ultimate goal was, and see if he'd be into that. And that was to have a warehouse space as just kind of like the TOS factory. And what we would do is be by appointment only, but you could come in and we would sit down and we would literally talk you through your skill set, your position, all the way up into the finished product. So we would talk you through what's the perfect head for you, what's the perfect type of stringing for you, the perfect type of pocket placement, the perfect shaft, the perfect tape, the perfect dye job, the perfect colors, and really just sit down and have a talk that I've had with my friends and stuff about doing sticks for them, but make that available to everyone. And then also And then you come back in a week and you have your custom stick, and it's perfect, and it comes, you know, with a card that says like who made it and the, you know, what day it was made on. And then next time you order, you know, you can say, oh, I got this pocket with this and I just want this tweaked or whatever, and just make it a really special, important experience, because as I said many times, having a properly strung stick and a stick you're comfortable with is the #1 ingredient, I think, to really developing as a lacrosse player. Without that, it's very hard to develop, you know, sound fundamentals without having a proper cross. It's very true. And I actually got, I'll get on something, but I had a really awesome email from a coach that's been ordering a few pockets from us that I'll touch on a question coming up. But that's kind of the idea. And then also there, you know, we have like all the heads displayed that have like significant meaning. And I kind of want to do like an OG museum in many ways, like that I kind of have started in the back, you know, have heads that, you know, in 10 years kids would never even heard of, that kind of changed the game, and have them there and for people to see. I always thought that would be really special. And then I also in there want, you know, a shooting range and a clock and stuff, so you can really test out products and be able to get the exact stick that's best for you. That's kind of my ultimate goal right now, and I don't know when that will happen or if I will achieve it, but it's something to dream for and something I think would be really special, and I just think it would be awesome. So, great question. The next one is from Drew Panetti, and he says, what is the best face shape of a head to get a nice mid-high pocket? Mid-high, you can kind of, you know, bend, I guess, the mesh into doing that shape in almost any head, but really what you're looking for is a high flaring head. Here I have a Rabel X, and you can see it's extremely narrow and then flares very quickly at the top. And what that's going to allow you to do is create a sound channel further up in the head. Instead of it being flared like an Evo, like any of the Evo series, like here's an Evo X. This isn't great for a high pocket. It's a lot harder to get them in, because see, it's wider and then the flare is more gradual from the bottom, unlike, I'll see if you can see them together. You kind of see it, unlike the Rabel, which has a much higher pocket. So any head that has the higher flare, like the Rabel has it, the Clutch has it, what else has it? The Lakota has it. The Cobra has it. That higher flare is what's going to give you an easier chance to get a higher pocket, so that's definitely what I recommend. The next is from Brian Reed. I think this is the second one I've done with him. I think I could be wrong, but he always has good questions. Is two-color mesh is NCAA legal, but what about solid color mesh? You can use solid color mesh in college. It just has to be a completely solid color. I know I just kind of reiterated myself, but it's like, you know, it doesn't just have to be white. It can literally be any color, but it can't have two colors. So you can have like solid red, solid purple, solid blue. And the reason for that, I believe, is so you can't really have like a hidden ball stick where you could just have like a white spot in the middle of your stick to make people think you have the ball. And so it has to be a solid color. Doesn't matter what color it is, it can only just be made of one color. The next one is from Brady Youngerman. He says, what is your take on the Nike heads, the CEO, the Elite, Lakota, etc.? They're not bad. I don't hate them. I just find there's better products for the same price out there. STX pretty much does all their equipment, and I feel like STX keeps a lot of the best technologies for themselves. So if you like, you know, if you look at the Lakota compared to a Stallion, they're very, very similar in shape and throat and everything. Just the Stallion, you know, it's got the C channel technology. It strings a little bit nicer. It's made of a nicer plastic. I feel like it's got a better flex point. And I believe they're the same price. Well, the Lakotas were on sale, but you know, they were introduced at the same price. I'm pretty sure. So I just find there's better things on the market. The Elite, I'm not even going to go into it. It's not really that great of a head. There's much better things out there. The CEO is a really popular head. I find it to be kind of awkward. It's kind of like pinched and short and pointed, and it strings kind of strange. And with some pockets, it's not terrible. I just don't really care for it as much as other pockets. There's just much better heads out there for the money, and so that's kind of it. It's all preference. Some people swear by them, and you know they have every right to. It's all about what enables you to be the best player you can be. But I don't care for them as much. I find there's other products for the same price that are much better. And then the next is from Jake Walden. He says, what is your favorite goalie head to string? I think that's synonymous across the board. It's pretty much the Eclipse. It's the easiest. It's got a decent face shape. It doesn't have that many holes, but it just strings really easily. And everybody seems to be able to get a nice pocket on it. So probably the Eclipse. And I feel like next week you're just going to ask me what my favorite goalie head is. So my favorite goalie head is the Nemi Light. it's just a beautiful looking hand. It's got a great face shape. Strings pretty much just as easily, a little bit harder, but once you got it down, it's good to go. And it's a light head, so I really like that. And it's a little bit wider too, and so since it's wider, but you're still able to get that same channel, it makes probably for the nicest goalie head. And our final question comes from Sam, and he asked, what does it take to be a truly successful lacrosse player? This one kind of racked my brain a little bit, because it really matters upon what you really establish as being successful. You know, that could be goals, it could be games played, you know, national championships, playing in the pros, sponsorship, you know, making a life at lacrosse. And for me, it's much more on a spiritual level than it is a numbers level. And I've been raised really well around the game of lacrosse to really respect it and to you know, really appreciate it. And I've always said one of the most amazing feelings I've ever had is, you know, putting on a helmet and picking up a stick and walking on a field. It's almost better than playing the game for me. You know, the game is playing it is very just instinctual. And that's a great element to it, but like the mental preparation of turning everything off and getting on the field and getting in that zone and just like the brotherhood of it is something that I find extremely rewarding and uplifting, and just it's a very confined space that I really enjoy. And so I think what I would define as being successful is being able to play lacrosse and love every moment and making the game make me happy for the rest of my life. And so for that, I find myself to be successful in as a lacrosse player. I play every week, and I don't miss it. I absolutely make sure I play every week, and there's something to that I find great happiness in. I see, you know, people that are 40 and 50 years old playing, and it's I can only hope to one day to play at that age. And it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird being jealous of someone, you know, twice my age playing lacrosse, because I could play right now, but it's just I hope I can play the rest of my life is really what it is. And that I would define that as being a successful lacrosse player. Because I don't ever want to have, like, you know, regret or nostalgia for playing lacrosse. I want it to be present in my everyday, because it does move me like other things nothing else really has on that level, and that's why I'm so in love with the game. And you know, that goes into my everyday. Like, you know, if I'm going to go get breakfast, or if I'm going to walk down the street, or if we're going to go to the post office, we always grab a stick, and we're always like, well, what stick are we going to grab today? You know, it's not a matter of you know, oh, I got to go to practice, oh, I got to go do this. It's more of a matter of, you know, appreciation and being so happy just to be able to have a stick in your hands. And my girlfriend makes fun of me a lot, because we'll be watching a movie or trying to, like, you know, rest over the week, and I'll constantly have a stick in my hands coming up with ideas or tweaking it, or I'll just be holding it. And she just thinks that's so weird, because I'm just like watching a movie and I'm just sitting here with the stick. And that's what I would define for myself as being a successful lacrosse player. Being able to continue to play the game the rest of my life and continue to smile every time I play it. I couldn't ask for anything more. You know, I wouldn't trade the promise of that to go back to college and to play and for a national team. I think, you know, having that many years ahead of me to constantly play and constantly get better, constantly make friendships and expand, you know, Throne and my ideas of lacrosse is successful, and I could never ask for anything more. So, Sam, thank you for that awesome question. That was definitely a great question that, you know, really kind of put a bookmark in my work here, and also my life as a lacrosse player. It made me really establish what I want from this and what I should be grateful for. So thank you very much. That was awesome. So I think that is everything. Sorry, maybe got a little too deep there, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I've asked you guys a million things, but if you guys haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. If you guys like the Message Monday, please like it and share it. I greatly appreciate it. At Box last week, someone asked me if because it was raining a little bit, so everyone was like sliding, and there's paint, because it's a roller rink, so there's paint, and anytime anybody hit the paint, because it was super slick, they just ate it. And so someone was like, are we going to hear about the wet floors and Message Monday? And it is one of those times, you know, where a Throne became in real life again, not me talking to a camera and answering your guys' questions. It became real. And that was really funny that someone said Message Monday to me. I thought that was really entertaining. So thank you guys for supporting it and enjoying it and watching it and sharing it. And I know I asked you guys a lot of stuff to throw in the comments, but definitely looking for some box equipment. And if you guys haven't yet, I said it last week, go play box. It's awesome. I know that Redbeard's getting geared up for boxing in New Jersey, and Chris and I were just talking about maybe coming down and shooting on them or trying to get on some of the games down there. Because yet again, I'd love to expand the community, meet you guys in person. It's been really great. So if you guys want to get on next week's Message Monday, you can always tweet me your questions with the hashtag Message Monday. And that's everything, guys. Thank you again for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thing though was Chris just exploding his stick on a check. I could not believe this. I've never seen a head break this badly again. This question can be really interpreted. That's not a word, is it?
Interpretated.
Interpreted.
Interpreted. There we go.
Interpretize.
All right.
Close the door.